I have a few references.
Das ist ein wunderbarer Start in den Stream. Ja, eine schöne Erklärung von Song und direkt mal ein Gewitter, was beginnt. Mensch, Mensch, Mensch. Also da haben die ja wirklich alles aufgefahren, um mir das Intro hier so wirklich angenehm wie nur möglich irgendwie zu machen. Aber naja, wir sind wieder zurück bei dem Laternenfest. Ja, theoretisch hätte ich das schon fertig machen können, habe ich aber nicht. Hier Zeit, Huthaus Bankett zu gehen. Ja, und nee, das wollen wir nicht. Genau, Huthaus Bankett, da wollen wir hin. Und hinter der Bühne, das hat jetzt noch mit dem Nebenevent zu tun. 8 Tage haben wir dafür noch Zeit, krass. Ähm, ja, aber dafür kriegen wir jetzt erstmal keinen Urgestein, also... Ja gut, da ist das dann auch zu Ende. Ja, komm, machen wir erst den Nebenauftrag. Wenn schon ein Abschluss, dann ein richtiger Abschluss und nicht so, ne? So, wir gehen nochmal kurz zum Schattentheater und machen das. Ich hoffe, das ist kein allzu langer Auftrag, weil falls ja, schwierig. Aber ansonsten, ja. Ich habe soweit die Nebenaufträge Träge noch fertig gemacht, also hier so ein bisschen Boot fahren, hier so ein paar Viechern einen rüberziehen. Beim Schattentheater habe ich hin und wieder tatsächlich mal so ein ganz kleines Problem gehabt, zum Beispiel auch bei der letzten Aufgabe, da musste ich mir erstmal was einfallen lassen. Ich wollte aber auch nie dieses Unterstützungsding holen, weil ich will das ja
Violet
alleine
grass is a
schaffen.
plant that enjoys a moist environment and is best picked after it rains.
Aber
If
irgendwie
you
war die
should
ganze
choose to
Woche ja
pick
schon
any,
so
be
mein
sure to store them appropriately.
höheneinfachen Sieb, also dementsprechend weiß ich nicht. Ich glaube, den Tag hatte ich sogar starke Kopfschmerzen, habe ich mir dann auch gedacht. Hauptsache nochmal schnell durchziehen und gute. Hatte ich gerade damit geantwortet, dass es nicht so leicht ist? Also, ja gut, technisch gesehen nur das letzte, ne? Ich hatte gerade nur gedacht, dass ich aus Versehen jetzt irgendwie nochmal so ein Ding starte, aber... Wie, das war's schon? Das war's? Okay. War wirklich ein schneller Auftrag. Alles klar. Ich hoffe, man konnte schnell genug lesen. Ansonsten muss man pausieren, ne? Nein. Äh, ja, ich habe es auch leicht überflogen. Also es hat Paimon hauptsächlich gefallen und ja. Für mich war es ja auch ganz okay, ne? Also ich fand, Schattentheater fand ich eigentlich schon immer leicht, beziehungsweise cool. Und das hier war jetzt mal so eine neue Version davon, wo man nur ein bisschen nachdenken muss. Beim letzten musste man doch schon mehr nachdenken, aber grundsätzlich, man hat ja immer diese Unterstützungsdinger. Ich fand das nur das eine Jahr nicht so cool, wo man das so komisch drehen musste und das punktgenau sein musste. Ansonsten hat das teilweise gar nicht funktioniert. Bei anderen Figuren aber wiederum so, ja, da hast du so einen Radius von ungefähr, keine Ahnung. Ja, oder Radius nicht, aber du hast so eine Toleranzgrenze von ungefähr, ähm, sagen wir mal 30 Grad gehabt, wie das Objekt noch stehen
Oh, so
konnte, dass es
that's
trotzdem
how
giftig
it
war.
is. Thanks for the suggestions, Mr. Zhongli. I have them all noted down.
Also das fand ich dann schon ein bisschen blöd, ne? So, wenn schon alles so schwer, ne? Aber nein, tatsächlich hätte ich das besser gefunden, dass dieses eine Ding auch diese Toleranzgrenze gehabt hätte, weil das hat einfach ewig gedauert. Es wollte einfach nicht connecten, obwohl es richtig schon aussah, ne? Aber naja.
I've long heard that your knowledge encompasses all things old and new, Mr. Zhongli, but I never knew that you were well versed in the art of cooking, too. It is truly an honor to make your acquaintance.
No need for formalities. I too feel humbled to be in the company of such talented young people. There are many things I could learn from you.
Oh, you flatter us. If it's possible, may I trouble you to provide a few words of guidance for my practices in exorcism?
Exorcism? I can't say I'm an expert in the field, but if you don't mind, we could start by discussing...
Whoa, there's so many people here. All we knew was that Hu invited Zhongli over. Paimon never thought we'd be meeting so many old friends. Happy Lantern Ride, everyone!
Frohes Laternenritual.
Likewise. Please take a seat.
Zur Linken von einem Gott. Und ja.
Happy Lantern Ride! Are you having fun?
Oder sitze ich da in der Mitte? Naja. Ja, ich habe viel gelernt.
Me too. I've seen Xinyan perform before, but this is the first time I've watched something like this. I heard that the audience loved it too, and she's been receiving quite a lot of performance invitations lately. She's more busy than ever, and Yoonjin's gonna help her.
Yep, and they asked us to pass on their season's greetings to everyone. They hope we'll have a wonderful gathering.
The performance was spectacular indeed. However, it gave Xiangling a huge burst of inspiration, which in turn gave us a bit of a headache.
Us? Did Xiangling ask you to try out her dishes too?
That, my friend, is beside the point. Watching you eat was enough for me. Come to think of it, I probably shouldn't have burdened Chongyun with eating my share too.
Hold on, Xiangling came up with a new recipe? Let Paimon try! See? Someone here knows how to encourage people. Thanks, Paimon. Oh, and I have to thank Mr. Zhongli too. He gave me lots of useful pointers that really drove it home for me. Oh, so that's what you were talking about before we arrived.
Yes. Since we'll be dining together, the topic of our conversation naturally revolved around cooking. Xiangling's ideas are truly unconventional. Her choices in both ingredients and spices are comparable to a melody dancing on the tongue. My suggestions were nothing more than the icing on the cake.
Oh, the two of you always deliver. Now I'm getting embarrassed. Anyway, I'll get everyone to have a taste after I've adjusted the recipe based on Mr. Zhongli's advice.
That sounds like it might become a little safer to eat.
How about I sample the dishes next time?
Speaking of eating, Paimon feels like we're missing someone. Oh,
Ja,
Huta was the
Huta.
one who invited us, but she's not here. And where's Guoba? Oh, Guoba volunteered to help Dad at the restaurant. You know, lots of people come over to eat during Lantern Rite. Without Guoba helping out, I probably wouldn't have had the time to accept Hu Tao's invitation. As for Hu Tao...
The director went to collect a guest. She asked me to stay here and host you for the time being. Seems like it's almost time.
Huh? Hu Tao went to fetch someone in person? Oh, that must mean they are super important. Could it be... Keqing? Ningguang? Or Captain Beto?
She didn't clarify. And as her subordinate, I couldn't just pry into the details, could I?
Ta-da! We're here! Oh, we're not late to the party, right? Right? Good thing the Conqueror of Demons and I are both as swift as the wind. And whoosh, we made it just in time.
Krass. Dieser Blick und Mütze einfach.
Oh. I see. So the important guest is the Conqueror of Demons. I've been looking forward to meeting you. The director didn't mention anything when she invited us. What a pleasant surprise. Gathered here with us tonight are not only young and accomplished individuals, but also the protector of Leo's peace, Adeptus Alatus. To convene here with all of you is indeed a great honor.
Er hat ihn doch irgendwie hergezwungen, gib's doch zu. So, du wirst mit uns essen, mein Junge. Na komm. Jetzt kann das aber langsam mal passieren hier. Hallo? Also falls man sich das in der Wiederholung anguckt. Ah ja, alles gut. Hoffe ich. Oh, ich höre etwas.
It's almost Lantern-right. Yet you took all the trouble coming here.
The director has a way of making it difficult to decline.
Rex Lapis, may I ask what troubles you?
The director asked me to buy sesame oil in preparation for the celebrations.
Huh. Then why would you come all the way to Wangshu Inn?
I had a pleasant chat with Chef Yenshao and received some spices from him. And, see? Here's some matsutake and a portion of ham.
What about the sesame oil?
It's a shame. I couldn't find the kind the director was looking for.
Ja, und? Es ergibt für mich gerade noch keinen Sinn. Sesamöl. Muss ich jetzt so eine Sequenz spielen, wo ich dann Song bin auf der Suche nach Sesamöl?
I'm sure you're exaggerating, Zhang... Sir.
There he goes again. Enough with the pleasantries. Go let our guests take a seat. Everyone here today is well known in their own field and has probably heard about one another to some extent. Some of us are even old acquaintances, so there's no need to be this formal. I heard that the Conqueror of Demons and the Traveler are pretty close, no?
Würde mich interessieren, wo sie das gehört hat. Andererseits, ja gut, da gibt's ein paar Hinweise. Wir sind alte Bekannte.
Great! You two sit together.
You should take a seat too, Director.
Oh? Finally remembered me? When we arrived just now, the hosts at Shinyue Kiosk told me our dishes are almost ready. Perfect timing. Let's not wait any longer and ask them to bring out the food.
Paimon would have never guessed the person who Tao went to fetch was Xiao.
Wenn jetzt noch Child
That's
reinkommen
also the
würde.
first I've heard of the Traveler and Paimon being friends with the Conqueror of Demons.
You know Xiao Chu?
Knowing is a bit of an overstatement. I've always looked up to him. You might not know this, Paimon, but we exorcists have worked in close collaboration with the Conqueror of Demons for many generations, dispelling evil together, both in the open and from the shadows. Hard to imagine that thanks to Hu Tao, I've finally gotten the chance to meet him. Conqueror of Demons, I'm honored to make your acquaintance.
Likewise.
It is a great honor indeed to have a chance to meet the legendary Conqueror of Demons. Changyun has brought that name up quite a few times in the past. I remember you mentioning wanting him to understand the importance of exorcists.
Ahem.
We know each other too. He helped try my dishes during the Masterful Chef's cook-off. I didn't think we'd have the chance to meet again. Happy Lantern, right?
No anecdote, however, compares to meeting you in person. I'm Xingqiu, Shangli and Changyun's friend. The pleasure is all mine.
Whoa. Everyone's getting all formal and polite all of a sudden. Paimon doesn't know what she should say anymore. Adeptus Xiao, mighty conqueror of demons, please accept Paimon's greetings too. Belated Happy Lantern Rite.
Im Voraus ist hier nicht angebracht.
Paimon tried very hard to look for a fancy word, okay? Don't be too harsh on Paimon!
There's no need to be so polite.
You're right. This was meant to be a nice little get-together between friends after all. Too much formality kills the atmosphere. I didn't plan this gathering only for everyone to walk on eggshells. Hiya.
What's your true intention then?
A little get-together between friends, sipping the finest tea and watching lanterns float into the sky, bidding farewell to the past and embracing the present with joy. And that is something our consultant would say. I think it deserves a standing ovation.
Indeed. Exceptional acting skills, Director.
As for me, I'm just here to have fun and treat everyone to something good. We all worked really hard this year, whether traveling or guiding, cooking, helping with the family business, exorcising evil spirits, or conquering demons. And of course, our consultant, who's been helping out at the parlor every now and then. Everyone has done some pretty amazing things. As the one who brought everyone together, it goes without saying that I'm the one most deserving of praise.
Huh? Sounds kinda self-important, but Paimon thinks it's pretty amazing that she managed to talk Xiao into coming. He rarely ever enters Liyue Harbor after all.
Ich bin auch neugierig, wie du das geschafft hast.
It wasn't as complicated as you think.
Jetzt auf einmal vor kurzer Zeit. Okay, ich bin gespannt. Erstmal alles zur Sau gemacht. Das wäre noch cool. Ah, bitte sei nicht schon wieder so lang mit der Ladezeit wie das andere eben. Aber ich habe ja so eine Vermutung. Ja, ich glaube schon. Und sonst so, was macht die Schule, die Arbeit? Ist immer noch im Gasthaus, aber was ist das für ein Geräusch?
Okay, gotcha.
Ah.
Thanks, boss lady.
Boss Lady.
It's not boss lady, just boss. And there she goes. What a lively girl.
Conqueror of demons, Adeptus Xiao. Guardian of Wangshu Inn, hero of Dihua Marsh. I know you're there.
Oh Gott. Da muss man ja echt Angst haben.
Quiet. Do not disturb the peace.
Sorry, but you wouldn't show up if I didn't yell your name, would you?
I know you. You're the 77th director of Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. Is there something you need?
Aber das erklärt schon wieder nichts. Das erklärt nur, wie sie in Kontakt kamen. Okay, verrückte Theorie. Zhongli hat das vorhergesehen. Hat deswegen ja das mit dem Sesamöl schon gesagt. Das nicht gefunden. Und jetzt wollte
That
sie ihn
does sound
darum
like one of
beten,
Hu Tao's
Sesamöl
antics.
mitzubringen? Oder?
Did the
Hä?
Conqueror of Demons agree to come so that Hu Tao would stop pestering him?
There might be other reasons.
Smart guess.
Huh? There's more to it?
It gets pretty boring from here on. I talked about the funeral parlor's past relationships with the guardian yakshas. You know, just to be sociable.
In the time of the Archon War, disputes were frequent, and disaster overtook the land. Humans couldn't escape from the torment of the plague, nor could they escape death. The Adepti vanquished the demons, the Millelith fought valiantly, and Wangsheng Funeral Parlor was responsible for purifying the diseased and sending off the spirits of the dead. That is how the border between life and death was maintained during the war. And it effectively prevented further incidents from happening.
That's right. 1 point for the consultant. But despite our deep-rooted connection, it still took me quite a while to actually convince him.
Vielleicht macht er sich Sorgen um sein Karma, na klar.
You know him pretty well, huh?
This matter is out of my control, so I need to be cautious.
True, but I've kept that in mind too. That's why everyone here today is in one way or another acquainted with elemental power. Besides, it'll only be for a short while as we dine together. There won't be any lasting consequences.
But I didn't expect there to be so many people.
There's no need to worry, Conqueror of Demons. We're not feeling anything unusual so far. Our young exorcist over here is protected by his pure yang energy, so he's probably the most resilient.
That's not the same. And did you just toss your carrots into my bowl? Hey, don't look away.
Huh? What?
I'm siding with Chongyun. I saw that too. You're lucky Guoba isn't here today. He hates seeing people being picky with their food. If he'd seen that, he'd definitely make you eat all your carrots.
Huh? Guoba would do that? Is he that uncompromising? But now that I think of it, Xianglin told me that Guoba used to be the stove god.
It sounds like you've heard the rumors.
Witzig, dass das einfach so offengelegt wurde.
I'm doing fine. Not long ago, before Lantern Rite, I met an old friend. Thanks to his help, things have been a lot more stable than before.
Oh. Du kannst Paimon geben, was du nicht isst.
You should know him. He's...
Seeds of story, brought by the wind.
And cultivated by time. Did Paimon just unconsciously complete that saying? That voice. Could it be?
If I'm not mistaken, there's someone knocking at the door. Don't just sit there, Zhongli. Go welcome our guest in.
No such need. I'm coming in.
Dann komm doch rein. Gar nicht abgeschlossen.
You finally let me in. Hello, hello. No matter if we've met before or not, this moment marks a brand new encounter. Old friends and new. Happy Lantern Rite.
Oh,
Also mit
it's the
Venti hätte ich
Toad
echt nicht
Boy.
gerechnet.
Oh, he seems to carry a valiant breeze wherever he goes. It looks like we're gonna be friends. Fate has brought us together, so come on, take a seat and be my guest. Help yourself. Oh, I'll ask them for another set of cutlery.
This young lady here is as bright as a fresh bouquet of flowers in the morning's rising sun. She no doubt is the one with the most authority here. Whoa, these dishes look amazing! Is it really okay for me to join in? All right, I'm digging in.
Huh, it's you.
Oh, isn't this Genyu?
Genyu?
Oh.
Yup. Now that I've taken a closer look, you're a fan of Genyu's works, aren't you? I met Xingqiu at a light novel convention. How I wish we'd met sooner. I never expected that there'd be another person in this world who could interpret Genyu's new novel as thoroughly as I could.
Venti, you're being too humble. Considering your poetic talent, your fundamentals are way more impressive.
Could this new guest be Master Xingqiu's friend?
Ich finde es immer gut, wenn so Götter aufeinandertreffen. Jetzt fehlt eigentlich nur noch ein Treffen zwischen 3 von ihnen vielleicht mal, beziehungsweise sogar 4. Das wäre mal interessant. Wenn wir dann beim 5. Gebiet sind, dann auch gerne 5. Er scheint das Zhao-Venti kennt.
Yes, yes. Monsters become more active than usual as we get closer to Lantern-Rite. I was patrolling Dihua Marsh a few days ago, when I happened to run into this...
You've already forgotten? I'm a bard, remember? And bards go around singing wherever they like.
Oh, right. And this bard was performing in Dihua Marsh. It was a moving melody, and it made me feel relaxed and at ease. I couldn't help but stay and listen.
Thank you for your patronage.
I understand now, too. I'm Zhongli, currently working at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. It's a pleasure to meet you, new friend.
And I'm his boss. Oh, and if there's anything unsatisfactory, let me know anytime.
That's very considerate of you.
No wonder.
So
Only a
tief
boss
gefallen.
as savvy and reliable as you would be able to hire such an
Ein Gott, der sogar Geld
impressive
herstellen
consultant.
konnte. Und dann sowas.
Oh, you're too nice, Venti. Not to brag, but our consultant truly is impressive. His knowledge extends across the stars and the land, and there's nothing throughout history that he doesn't know. From the sophisticated way he speaks, it's hard not to suspect that he could very well be an adeptus in disguise. Shao, you're an adeptus. Do you think it might be possible?
Sorry. I'm only good at conquering demons. I'm afraid I don't have much knowledge in that matter.
Really?
Paimon.
But Paimon thinks you're super knowledgeable. Huh?
Gedankenübertragung von mir oder was?
Right! Xiao's a warrior. He doesn't come to the city very often, so it's, pretty normal for him to not know anything.
Anything.
Really? I've actually heard a few things about Mr. Zhongli before. The guests in the tavern talked about this refined and courteous man who, instead of having wine at Mondstadt's finest tavern, ordered a cup of hot tea with the most complex name.
Now that you mention it, I seem to recall that there indeed is a musician like yourself in Mondstadt. I've heard that he's elegant and amiable, his works witty and vibrant. It's no overstatement to regard him as the best bard in Mondstadt.
Now you're making me embarrassed. I would say that Mondstadt's poetry is a little run-of-the-mill sometimes. There's one I heard a while back that went, "The old house is renewed, welcoming the spring breeze, awakening old memories." The meaning's there, but the word choices are unimaginative, and there's a distinct lack of literary flair.
I think so too. The composition needs a little jazzing up. If I were to give it a go, I'd make it an old melon on a vine, a new flower that grows fine.
Oh, good one! It feels unique and has a nice ring to it.
You have great taste, Venti. I was right about you. Let's shake hands.
Of course, of course.
Hey, Xingqiu! Mind lending me a few books when we get back? Pick out some well-written ones. I don't know if it's my own lack of literary knowledge, but I couldn't tell the difference between those two.
I don't think it's your fault.
Chongyun's right. It's not our fault.
Mhm. Lerne von den beiden Paimon. Es könnte dir helfen, bessere Spitznamen zu erfinden.
Oh, you have a point. But speaking of, why is the tone-deaf bard here? Are you here to take part in Lantern-Rite too?
I heard that Liyue will be hosting a Lantern-Rite music festival this year. As a musician myself, how could I possibly resist the temptation to come take a look?
Zugegeben.
Or listen.
Damit hätte
Getting
man
to
rechnen
know
müssen.
other musical styles is essential to sparking inspiration, don't you think? As for the Fontaine friend who hosted the festival, I saw him near Stone Gate the other day. The Iridescence tour has finally been held successfully for once, so I had to congratulate him. Don't think anything of it. By the way, I was watching as you entered Shinyue Kiosk, but no one seemed to notice me. Should I say that it's because I'm an expert in hiding, or that a certain someone deliberately ignored the sound of the wind?
Whenever Lantern Rite comes around, Liyue Harbor becomes bustling with activity. People are all busy watching the lanterns and strolling around the shops, and they might just go travel somewhere on a whim. It is rather difficult to predict another's whereabouts. The festival is in full swing and proceeding smoothly, and we're all gathered here with friends, new and old. This is no doubt a wonderful occasion worth celebrating. To come together with all of you at the beginning of the year, one can't help but be filled with joy. In a moment like this, I propose we raise a glass together. In my case, tea in lieu of wine.
Very well said, Mr. Zhongli. That was exactly what I wanted to say. Now I'm getting a little self-conscious. I didn't cause you too much trouble barging in like that, did I? We usually drink wine during occasions like this over in Mondstadt, but since Mr. Zhongli insists on drinking tea, I'll give a toast with tea too. Everyone, thanks for the treat.
You're welcome. As the host of this gathering, I hope everyone enjoys the food and drinks. May this year be better than the last. Considering that everyone may have other matters to attend to later, sticking to tea seems like a good idea.
Da unterscheiden die beiden sich. Der eine säuft gern und der andere lieber eine schöne Tasse Tee.
Should we?
Ja.
What's with the urgency?
Möchtest du einen Spaziergang machen? Komm, wir gehen Gassi.
Sure.
Have you two finished eating? It's always nice to have a breath of fresh air after a meal. Helps with digestion.
Paimon will come too.
Du musst dich... Du bist doch noch nicht satt, oder?
Yeah? Okay then. Don't forget to come back.
Okay, kann man mit den Leuten noch mal reden? Ja, so, das Gespräch will ich hören.
It seems like our new friend is an expert in wine.
I deserve no such praise. I only drink for fun. It's nothing compared to your expertise. I'm glad we're only having tea today. What if I got drunk and said something nonsensical? I'd surely become an object of ridicule to someone I've just met.
No such thing. I wouldn't dare disrespect the director's guest.
Ich will mehr solche Interaktionen unter den... Oh, das ist
You're
schön.
not allowed to leave Paimon here alone. To be honest, Paimon's worried about saying the wrong thing.
Dann solltest du am besten gar nichts essen. Iss einfach. Iss und vergiss.
Did you talk about anything interesting before we started the meal? Anything fun I missed out on?
Oh, we were talking about cooking. Mr. Zhongli told us that he went on a trip to Qiaoyang Village the other day and got a hold of some uncommon ingredients. Tea seed oil and sesame oil. He suggested I try using those in my new dishes.
Oh, no wonder he left his post for so long that day. Those ingredients would be difficult for anyone else to find. I guess I'll need his help next time as well.
About you and Venti. Could he be a partner in your family business?
That's right. You know how my family is. A lot of business secrets can't just be divulged at the dinner table.
Ah, just as I thought.
Alles klar.
Let's depart. You go ahead.
Gut, ich warte dann draußen, ne? Aber ich hätte trotzdem gerne am Ende nochmal so eine richtig geile Schlacht, wo man dann die Unterstützung von allen Göttern so hat. Auch so in Cutscenes so, dass sie sich einzeln irgendwo vordrängen und irgendwo irgendwas aufhalten, so. Richtig krass, boah, das wäre super. Und eventuell sogar die Zarin wieder auf dem Besinnungsweg ist und hilft gegen die Große anzutreten. Und dann sogar nochmal den 31er macht und irgendwie die Möglichkeit besteht, dass sie quasi die neue Obergöttin werden könnte. Und dann kurz davor, zack, mache ich die kalt und dann erlange ich die Macht. Die Macht.
Are you all right?
Diese Frage sollte ich stellen.
It's hard to describe. It's not that. There were those among the Adepti who loved gatherings and idle chit-chat. Sometimes they would call up a few others for a drink. Even I got dragged along to their gatherings many times. The Adepti all have their specialties, making most of them proud and arrogant. Everything they say is straight from the heart. It never gets too complicated. But this time...
Ich verstehe das alles. Ja. Ja, er muss halt immer noch Respekt vor Zhongli haben, aber ja, ich glaube, Venti hat es mehr provoziert.
No. I didn't mean that. So you know his true identity. I'll get straight to the point then. The Animo Archon is a free spirit, and his temperament is as carefree as the music he plays on the flute. It's easy for a god like him to live in harmony with humans, and that's something I might never be able to do.
Ihr müsst nicht wie die beiden sein.
That does sound like something you would say. No matter. I know my circumstances. Whenever I think of the ordinary conversations I've had with you, it feels strangely novel.
Ist das ein gutes Seltsam?
Yes. The parlor director went out of her way with the invitation, so it was difficult to turn her down. I had made mental preparations before agreeing to come. She told me that all the guests today would be acquainted with elemental power, and I knew that you would be here. But I didn't expect the other guests to be...
Ja, wer hätte das gedacht?
General Capisis always said that we should live in the present and enjoy every pleasant surprise. Perhaps that's what I should do with what I'm feeling now.
Ja, vielleicht.
But I think he meant designing clothes for those around him. The clothes were intricately designed, but inconvenient to wear. Brother Bosacius never tried to hide his distaste in front of him. Rex Lapis did like his designs and even collected quite a few. The outfit he wears now was also designed by General Capisis himself.
Oh.
I never saw him wear this during the war. I didn't expect him to start wearing it later.
Oh, here you are. I'm not intruding, right?
You're not. What is it?
Hu Tao saw that everyone's done eating and asked the staff to bring out the desserts. Paimon got so anxious that you weren't back yet that she scarfed down her dessert without the usual slurping and munching.
Sie ist immer noch, also geht es ihr gut.
To be honest, I was kind of worried too. You looked a little restless just now, and I thought you weren't used to the food here and was planning to head back to Wangshu Inn for something Yanxiao made.
You're worrying too much.
Zhao läuft nicht plötzlich weg.
Why would I? Anyway, let's head back.
Please wait! There's another reason why I came looking for you. Here, take these. I brought them for you.
Almond tofu?
Yup. Since the Masterful Chef's competition, you could say that Yanxiao and I are not only competitors, but good friends as well. I visit him at Wangshu Inn sometimes to discuss our cooking. I heard him say that the esteemed guest on the roof loves nothing more than a good plate of almond tofu, so I learned a thing or two about the dish from him. I'll be honest, before Hu Tao invited everyone, she secretly came looking for me, told me about the guests she planned to invite, and asked me for some suggestions on what she should order. So I made a few servings of almond tofu for you guys in advance. Take them as a token of gratitude for your support. When I told Guoba that I was making these for you, he started eagerly running around the kitchen and helping a lot too.
Thank you for the trouble. There was no need to... I'll take them. Thank you. And Guoba too.
You're welcome. Oh, the almond tofu I made probably tastes and feels a little different from the type Yanxiao cooks. Please let me know if there's any improvements I should make.
Okay.
That's all. Alrighty, we should head back now. We can't keep Paimon waiting.
Ja, wir sollten Paimon nicht warten lassen. Wahrscheinlich ist der ganze Tisch gleich leer. Ich hoffe, der Hirsch wird dann nochmal lebendig. Nee, der Vogel. Diesmal ist es ja ein Vogel. Der Hirsch war ja ein anderes Laternenfest. Ja. Das wäre wieder cool. Wäre zwar irgendwie abgeguckt von, ich glaube, letztes Mal, wo der Hirsch war, oder davor. Weiß ich gar nicht mehr. Aber hey, was funktioniert, ist doch cool. Besser gut geklaut als schlecht neu erfunden. Es waren bestenfalls 5 Minuten, beruhig dich doch mal.
How could you say that to Paimon? In that case, besides having no sense of time, Paimon will let you know what having no sense of fullness looks like. Your dessert is all Paimon's.
Sorry to keep everyone waiting.
Ja, ignoriert den kleinen
we're all
wütenden
just
Frosch.
chatting here. There's no serious business to take care of. Whether we're chatting outside or inside, it's all the same.
Paimon's too busy eating to talk to you.
But even though we're all well acquainted by now, I think this festive gathering deserves something ceremonious.
Oh? Is this some local custom?
Nope. This is something I made up so that good luck will be on our side, that's all. Spontaneity is the best choice to make here. Let's use this incense burner on the table. It's been lit for so long now that the incense is running out. I'll leave refilling and lighting the incense to the most distinguished guest among us all. Lighting the incense will signify continuous growth and prosperity in all our endeavors in the new year.
I see. Perfect symbolism, as expected of Hu Tao. And speaking of the most distinguished guest here today, I'm sure we all agree that it's Mr. Zhongli. I'm not very familiar with the details of his past deeds, but chatting with him has been a real eye-opener. even for a bard who has traveled all across the world. If knowledge were a form of power, one could even say that you're a wielder of unlimited strength.
So alt wie ist,
But
auf
when
jeden
it
Fall.
comes to having a way with words, the notable bard is certainly one cut above the rest. I just happen to have a good memory. It is such an unexceptional skill, yet you made it sound like an unparalleled talent. I am truly impressed. Since we all get to nominate someone... I think it's only fair that we let the parlor director light the incense.
Huh? That won't do. Don't flatter me just because I'm your boss. We are looking for the most distinguished guest here. As the host, I shouldn't be involved in this discussion at all. Now that we've enjoyed this table full of delicacies, how about we let our one and only chef here do the honors?
Is this really the way this works? I didn't cook any of these dishes.
It's not a big deal. Just look at her. Xiangling, the disciple of an adeptus, the stove god's best companion, the winner of the Masterful Chef's competition. The only heir of the famous One Mean restaurant. A good old friend of mine. There's no better choice.
Why does Paimon feel like we're back at square one again? Please stop! You're making me embarrassed. If we're looking for a distinguished guest, surely the second son of the Feiyun Commerce Guild counts. It's one
Also
of the
nominieren
largest
wir uns jetzt alle
commerce guilds in
gegenseitig.
Liyue Harbor.
Huh? Don't get me involved in this.
Oh, not a bad choice. With the Commerce Guild's young master lighting the incense, we're all sure to make a huge sum of mora in the new year.
That's not how it works. Making a fortune is indeed a fine wish, but it's of lesser importance than good health and happiness. Which means we should choose Chongyun, the skilled exorcist who keeps everyone's home safe from evil spirits.
Huh? Now you're nominating me? I can't be the one when we have the Conqueror of Demons right here.
Ey, diese Aufgabe wird aber auch weitergeschoben, immer an den nächstbesten, ne? So wie wenn man Aufgaben absolut nicht erledigen will in der Gruppenaufgabe, aber irgendwer muss es ja tun.
Adeptus Xiao has the most seniority among everyone here today. We should...
I refuse. I am most certainly not the most distinguished guest here.
Bitte etwas irgendwie erwähnen.
You should all be able to make the right judgment based on your observations.
Warte, nein.
One person here is well acquainted with everyone else.
Nein, nicht ich! Oh oh. Warum guckt ihr mich jetzt so wütend
That's
an?
right. Even though you're always mocking Paimon, you're still pretty popular with other people. No, wait! Paimon said she wouldn't talk to you again.
Ich bin aber nicht die einzige gut vernetzte Person hier.
Who else is there?
Natürlich du, Paimon.
Huh? Huh? Does that mean Paimon's the most distinguished guest? Oh, well, that was unexpected!
I agree. Paimon's just the one we need. Without a friend constantly by your side, a long journey would become dreadfully lonesome.
Na, ich weiß ja
But
nicht.
once you have someone there to brighten up the atmosphere, everything along the way will become lively and vibrant too.
Ah. The traveler has traversed many nations and left behind a great deal of fascinating stories. But without Paimon, they would have become quite monotonous. Paimon plays an indispensable role in making your journey a happy and smooth one.
You guys, Paimon's not used to being praised like that. Those were genuine compliments, right? Thank you. You made Paimon wait for a long time, but Paimon's not mad anymore.
Don't take everything to heart, Paimon. Friends tease each other all the time.
That is indeed true.
that means Paimon is as important to the traveler as Guoba is to me.
Looks like we've come to an agreement. Any objections before we proceed?
I trust the traveler's judgment.
Then Paimon it is. And now, the world's most excellent traveler's greatest companion, guide, and friend, Paimon, will be refilling and lighting the incense for us. Here you go. Take the match, and don't burn yourself. But if things go really wrong, here's the 2-for-1 coupon.
Haben die den Witz halt wirklich noch eingebaut. Hier ist der 2 für 1 Coupon. Zwei Särge zum Preis von 1. Oh Junge. Ich bin mir mal sicher, wir werden mindestens von Zhao, Venti und von Zhongli gerettet. Mindestens mal. Also, unwahrscheinlich, dass ich da drauf gegangen wäre. So, jetzt sollte sich aber wirklich langsam dem Ende zuneigen. Ich glaube nicht, dass da jetzt noch viel kommt. Im Prinzip wurde ja alles besprochen, das Bankett und so weiter, ja. Aber ansonsten... Noch mal eine richtig schöne Abschlussszene mit geilem Feuerwerk und so und dann läuft das.
It's getting late. I won't take up any more of your time. You're all free to go as you please.
Yep, the tea was amazing too.
You don't have to go all polite on me. Just remember to come when I invite you next time. Let's see. It's dark out, so I'm going to accompany Xiangling, Xingqiu, and Changyun back home. As for the rest of the guests, I'll leave them to our consultant.
No need. I'm headed towards the harbor to meet a friend on the ship. There's no need to trouble one such as Mr. Zhongli. I think you know the place I'm talking about. Come meet me anytime.
Gut, das werde ich.
It was great getting to know you all. Let's meet again when the spring breeze begins to blow.
Bye. Oh, we should write poetry together sometime. We'll catch you all later then. Don't forget to return to the parlor later. There's something I need you to do.
Understood. See you later. Well then.
Rex Lapis.
Just Zhongli will do. I live as a mortal in Liu Harbor now. I am just one among many who begin work at sunrise and retire to rest at sundown. If we were to consider status and seniority as Zhongli, I should be respectfully referring to you as Adeptus Shao.
Heaven forbid.
Lass uns jetzt mit den Witzen aufhören.
I meant what I said. I heard that during the Lantern-Rite Music Festival, you conferred with Streetward Rambler and Cloud Retainer. I take it as you've gained a lot more knowledge about the past? The same truth will sound different coming from different people. As more bear witness to a story, feelings and interpretations expand in variety too.
Das stimmt.
I once had a pleasant chat about the past and present with a Sumeru scholar named Soraya. and learned a few things about her research topic. From the evidence she found and the conclusion she made, her area of research is already very close to the truth. But there are multiple sides to humans and gods alike. In the legends recorded by humans, some gods were depicted as arrogant and condescending, while others were kind and capable. But whether to me, Streetwood Rambler, Cloud Retainer, or younger adepti such as Shao and Ganyu, those adepti and gods that may seem extraordinary to humans are something more akin to close companions. This was as true back then as it is right now. Just how Shao may seem unapproachable to most, but the Traveler has proved otherwise. So there's no need to dwell too much on certain things.
Zhongli, what you're saying is...
It looks like you understood what I meant. Ah. The director asked me to accompany you on your return, but I don't think you'll need my protection. I'll be taking a walk around and admiring the night scenery. After that, it'll be time for me to go back and meet up with the director. Goodbye for now.
Bye, Zhongli.
Sehr schade eigentlich.
Everyone's gone now. Paimon always feels a little empty inside when a lively celebration ends. But at least you always stay by Paimon's side. No. Paimon got it mixed up. Paimon, the best and most distinguished travel guide, will always stay by your side, Traveler.
In Zukunft werde ich die vornehmste Reisegefährtin Paimon weiter belästigen. Ja, ist doch auch so.
Good that you were aware of that. Shell, is there anything else you want to do? We could take you on a tour of Liyue Harbor.
No need. I've stayed here for much longer than I had expected. The city lights are a fine sight, but it's time for me to leave. The events of today occurred so abruptly. I appreciate your kindness.
Du musst mir nicht jedes Mal danken.
Okay. I'll see you next time then.
Und er ist so schnell weg, wie er aufgetaucht ist. Ja, schade auf jeden Fall wegen Zhongli. Ich unterhalte mich gerne mit ihm. Es ist immer wieder schön, ihn zu sehen. Meistens erfährt man auch noch was Neues über die Vergangenheit hier. Ich wünschte, man könnte ihn wirklich gezielte Fragen stellen. Das wäre sehr interessant. Aber wenn ich mich nicht irre, war es das, ne? Ich habe hier alles eingekauft. Ja, es gibt nichts weiteres. Falls die Tage nicht nochmal zufällig eine Quest dazu kommt, war es das auf jeden Fall. Schade eigentlich. Ich dachte wirklich, es kommt nochmal was in Richtung, dass der Vogel hier lebendig wird und dann wegfliegt. Im Hafen hat er gesagt. Ja, ich würde versuchen nochmal Venti zu finden und ansonsten... Ja. Was? Paimon belästigen? Völlig normal, ne? So, ja, ganz gut soweit, Xenox. Schön, dass du dabei bist. Ja, wie geht's dir denn so? Ich hoffe auch gut. Versuchen wir Venti nochmal zu finden. Wir können doch hier... Was für eine Stelle könnte er denn meinen? Da hinten irgendwo? Also wo es abgelegener ist, oder... Mach mal was ich lange nicht mehr getan habe. So. Stimmt, Bitten der Bewohner müsste ich eigentlich auch noch machen. Habe ich mir aber eigentlich für morgen vorgenommen. Na, wo ist er denn? Steht er da oben? Oh. Nee. Das war nur Einbildung, hä? Tja, Einbildung ist auch eine Bildung, was? Aber wo ist er dann? Ich bin recht leise. Mein Mikro ist eigentlich... Moment. So, ich habe mich dann mal wieder lauter gestellt. Vielleicht habe ich auch einfach nur leise geredet. Könnte man auch so sehen. Es könnte auch sein, dass ich die letzten Male mich irgendwann wieder leiser gestellt hatte vom Mikrofonpegel. Und das vergesse ich dann im Stream gerne mal. Ja, im Endeffekt hat man eh fast nur Cutscenes hier gesehen. Also ich habe jetzt nicht so viel geredet. Obwohl Cutscenes jetzt auch nicht. Das sind ja hier diese Gesprächsverläufe. Ja, also keine Ahnung, wo er sein soll. Vielleicht ist es doch noch nicht das ganze Ende und man bekommt demnächst jetzt hier irgendwie nochmal was, also die Tage. Moment mal. Naja. Ich hab doch so ein Ding schon, oder nicht? Ja, aktuell eins vorhanden. Ich würde doch sagen. Noch eins kaufen kann ich davon nicht. Oder steht er da? Hey, das sind die. Ja, dann muss er hier auch irgendwo sein.
Xingqiu, you have to be honest.
Hmm? Honest about what?
How did you and Venti really meet?
Why are you suddenly asking that?
Aren't they book buddies?
Yeah, we met a few times at a book convention. That's all.
Oh, really? With that extraordinary demeanor and literary talent, he's definitely not just any bard. If he's someone that could hold his ground in a conversation with a consultant, he needs to at least be as talented as me.
Perhaps you're overthinking this matter.
Hu Tao, Xingqiu wouldn't lie to us.
Okay. I'll tell you the truth.
Huh?
Xingqiu!
I'm actually a fan of Venti's poetry. You all know that I love reading, and sometimes come across poetry from Mondstadt. Among those works, I admire the ones penned by Venti the most. Just as Hu Tao said, his artistry is the reflection of his personality, remarkable grace and exceptional literary talent. I guess Venti didn't tell you the whole truth back at the restaurant, because he didn't want to embarrass me in front of everyone. He's such a considerate person.
Yes, right. I can confirm that. When Xingqiu was busy with other things, he asked me to buy him poetry books in secret.
I see. That didn't sound like too much of a big deal. You could have told us right away.
Well, I'm telling you now, aren't I?
Oh, so that's your story. Forget it. Let's drop this topic. It's not often that the four of us are all together. What should we do next? Hide and seek, hopscotch, or some shopping?
Since there's 4 of us, why don't we borrow a mahjong set?
Alles klar. Okay, aber wie gesagt, dann muss der Venti eigentlich auch irgendwo sein. Vielleicht finde ich ja Song auch nochmal beim Bestattungsunternehmen. Die Möglichkeit bestünde. Es ist auf jeden Fall wahrscheinlicher, als Venti jetzt hier im Nichts zu suchen. An was für ein Ort soll... Hä? Das muss eine Anspielung sein, von der ich gar keine Ahnung mehr habe. Das wäre jetzt zu lustig gewesen. Wenn halt das gewesen wäre. Gut, ganz unten ist auch noch eine Idee. Halt, Moment. Na? Ah ja, ich wollte schon sagen. Hast du ja das Unsichtbarkeitsspray gekauft von, na sag schnell. Von SpongeBob. Lass uns eine Parkbank einsprühen und wenn die Leute vorbeikommen, denken sie, wir schweben in der Luft. Was für ein toller Streich. Und wieso ziehst du dir die Klamotten aus? Ja, das Zeug macht doch Flecken, oder? Gut mitgedacht. Oh Junge. Nein, die Götter sind mal wieder unauffindbar, wie es aussieht. Vielleicht habe ich ja Glück und kann Chichi hier noch finden bei der Hütte. Ich behaupte ja sowieso schon immer, dass sie generell mal die Charaktere so ein bisschen in der Gegend rumstehen lassen sollten. Dass man gelegentlich mit denen Gespräche führen kann und nicht nur während der Events, dass man die so rauskramt. Aber letzten Endes, was will man da machen? Nicht mal die Oma steht hier. Keine Ganyu, kein Kitching. Oh. Aber die beiden stehen hier, weißt du? Klar.
Hey, don't tell me you called me over for just a game of chess.
You have to be more specific, Captain Beto. Is it that you find playing chess an uninteresting activity, or that you're unhappy about my lack of novel ideas? If you don't specify what you mean, how could I know what I should do to please you?
Of course. I make a single remark and you reply with a full-blown lecture. Maybe we should deal with all official affairs publicly in the future. Might just make things easier.
I'd be perfectly happy with that. I'm just worried that Captain Beto's business might be negatively affected.
Don't give me that. That woman from Yenshang Tea House sometimes comes aboard to ask for information. She requested the fleet to import some goods, but how could I not know who she's actually working for?
Oh. You sure know a lot, Captain Beto. How about I ask her to come over? Or maybe we go straight to her tea house. With one more person around, we'll be able to have some variety in our chess games. I hope that would be less of a bore to you.
So, we're still gonna play chess after all.
Ich fand diese Spatzen hier im Hintergrund einfach so hypnotisierend. Mann, Mann, Mann. Davon müssen wir uns auch zufälligerweise noch mal einen einfangen. Ein Türkiser. Ja gut, schade. Habe ich jetzt nicht gefunden. Ach, notfalls, was soll's. Ich würde erstmal sagen, das war's dann an der Stelle eigentlich. Ich meine, ich könnte jetzt noch hier die Story wieder weitermachen. Aber ich denke mal, das hebe ich mir dann eventuell doch nochmal für morgen auf. falls
Every
ich nicht
journey
doch
has
wieder,
its final day.
falls ich nicht doch wieder aufgehalten werde in der Richtung.
No rush.
Da würde ich mal sagen, das lasse ich mal offen. Weiß ich noch nicht. Aber ansonsten gucke ich mal, dass ich das so demnächst auf jeden Fall mal hinkriege, die Story irgendwie zu streamen. Dann, wenn ich irgendwie mal Bock drauf habe, dann wird das ein Spontan-Stream, würde ich sagen. Ich lasse es mir notfalls auch offen, dass ich das zwischendrin dann halt unterbreche. Aber ansonsten, ja. So. Muss ich ganz ehrlich sagen, dass die Charaktere im Game einfach weniger NPC sind als manche Leute auf einer Schule. Ich kann leider nicht den ganzen Kommentar lesen, der wurde schon wieder abgehakt. Das hört auf bei Schule dort sind von ein auf und dann wahrscheinlich den oder so. Da steht nur noch die. Das ist hier mal der Nachteil. Aber ja, grundsätzlich hatte ich auch schon das Gefühl gehabt, dass die Charaktere hier weniger NPC sind als manche Menschen. Das finde ich auch so toll gemacht von denen, dass sie so, ja, halt wirklich eine Geschichte hinter den Charakteren immer haben, eine Persönlichkeit, dass sie das auch irgendwie ausdrücken können, wie in welcher Situation die quasi sich fühlen, also in Verbindung mit den Synchronsprechern, die das dann natürlich machen, ja, aber so wirken die manchmal lebendiger als mancher Mensch. Schon erstaunlich, ne? Muss man mal drüber nachdenken. Aber gut. Dann, wie gesagt, war's das an der Stelle erstmal. Schade natürlich, dass du jetzt erst reingekommen bist, aber wie gesagt, viel verpasst hast du nicht und notfalls ist ja hochgeladen. Was soll's. Dann würde ich sagen, eventuell bis morgen und ansonsten versuche ich das wieder Dienstag hinzukriegen. Das wird das letzte Mal sein, dass ich das dienstags wieder so früh machen kann. Weil ich ja dann, ja, obwohl das vorletzte Mal, übernächste Woche habe ich ja dann quasi nochmal frei. Da kann ich dann theoretisch auch die ganze Woche was machen, aber muss ich mal gucken, wie ich da ausgebucht bin. Vielleicht muss ich ja noch einiges machen. Das wird sich jetzt in der nächsten Woche rausstellen. Und ein bisschen unterwegs bin ich auch nochmal, deswegen kann ich noch nichts versprechen, was die übernächste Woche angeht. Aber ja, in 3 Wochen habe ich halt dienstags auch wieder einen vollen Terminplan und kann dort nichts machen, weil ich dann da wieder los muss und erst spät zu Hause bin. Deswegen, ja. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen an der Stelle. Dann würde ich sagen, bis zum nächsten Mal. Und ja, von denen auf den anderen Tag eine Emo-Gang gespawnt. Hab die vorher noch nie gesehen. Oh ja. Ja, so zufällige Leute, ne? Genau. Alles klar. Na dann. Vielen Dank fürs Zuschauen. Bis zum nächsten Mal. Haut rein. Ciao.